I'm delighted the application has been turned down. That is wonderful news. It could be a great turning point. The officers were reluctant to recommend refusal because they didn't think that it would stand up on planning grounds if there were an appeal, and then Swale Borough Council would be lumbered not only with its own costs, but if the appeal succeeded, then they would have to meet the appellant's costs. But in the event, members decided that it wasn't a good application, that it wouldn't benefit either Standard Quay or Faversham, and so they refused it. And all praise to them. I think the people of Faversham are truly thankful. If the applicant now appeals, then we shall have to see what happens, but the officers, I think, will realise that they've got some very good expert witnesses they can call from the people who wrote in objecting to the scheme. As to a compulsory purchase order, a CPO, I don't know. That needs to be explored. It's highly desirable because the whole of Standard Quay, not only is it intensely historic, going back to prehistoric times in fact, but also, of course, the real argument is about its present uses and the fact that it's one of the very few working quays which can be used today for the maintenance, restoration of historic vessels, historic coasting vessels. That makes it very, very precious, and every effort must be made by everyone to ensure that it retains that function, and that includes Swale Borough Council. I was a bit surprised that the verdict of the councillors was virtually unanimous, not because I doubt their integrity or sincerity, but simply because I know that they do have to take into account the possibility of costs and an appeal. But on other grounds, I wasn't surprised because I know that the local councillors of whatever political party or colour are intensely loyal to Faversham. They're intensely aware of what its real assets are, and one of its real assets is the creek, perhaps its greatest asset actually. So on that score I was not surprised. I was very pleased. I was not surprised.